Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Carlton Lewis, your Atlanta real estate agent, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. And in this video, we are going to do the Atlanta real estate market update for March 2023. And March is typically the official start of home buying season. So I want to run through this market update with what you can expect and actually what's currently going on and some things in the past, and so you can see some of the trends that are happening in the Atlanta real estate market. So we're going to start off talking about the interest rates. So I pulled this from bankrate.com, and it talks about as of today, the current interest rates in Georgia are 7.12% for a 30-year fixed mortgage and 6.35 for a 15-year fixed mortgage. And this is good to know. There's some other information in here. You can go to Bankrate and read this for yourself, but I really want to get into these trends. So I like to tell you guys about the interest rates, but also I want to let you all know that people are still buying and selling houses. No matter what these interest rates are doing, people are still out looking to buy and sell houses, as you'll see by some of the slides. So let's just hop right into it. Let's move some of this out of the way. Let's make things a little bigger and shift some things around. So in this is the area update of the Greater Atlanta area for First Multiple Listing Service, which is I'm in a membership with them. And so I like to give you guys the price, the demand, and the supply. So price, supply, and demand, economics about buying and selling houses. So here we can see, if you look at this big elbow right here, we're going to start with the median sales price. So if you look at this big elbow, you can see right here, January, it's $375,000 for the median sales price. That's like the middle. And then it jumped up for last month, February, $385,000. Now, what I want you to see about this, and I also want to show you the average as well, but if you look, it's starting to be home buying season. If you look at January, going into 2022, same thing happened. Price is going to go up. We typically do that. All right, so let's look at the average prices. Now, the average price of a home in Metro Atlanta is $456,000, or almost $457,000, which is an increase of 3.3%. And same thing, this graph is typically going to show the same thing. So there's a trend going on here. So you got January, February, then the prices go up. And if you look right in here, pretty much January, February, prices keep on going up. All right, so people are buying homes. All right, so people are buying homes. Those are the prices for the home prices. Now, what's currently on the market, we got new listings coming on the market here. For January, going into February, you see it went down. So there were fewer listings coming on the market in February. However, the total home for sale, you look at that too, it's going down as well. So, and I can expect, like I said, looking at these trends, there's January, February. Let's go back here. January, February. It took a dip and then it went up. If you look at here, over in 2021, January, February, took a dip, went up, took another dip, and then it went up. Okay, so I think that trend is going to continue, where you're going to see more homes start to be for sale just because of the time of year that it is. All right, so if you want to look at, I also want to look at closed sales. Closed sales, how many sales actually closed? So we had more closings in February. Even though there were fewer homes for sale and fewer listings, there was an increase in closed sales. All right, now total days on the market. Well, actually, let's go over here to the month supply. Okay, we're going to go to the month supply. So the month supply has actually been dropping since October, November. We're at a high, and that's when the interest rates, continued to go up. And so we were at a high here. And then also right in here is when the end of home buying season is. So there was more inventory on the market during this time. So if you start looking, it went down, it dropped more in January, and then last month it's 1.8. I'm going to say that that's probably going to continue to go down because of because it's getting ready to be home buying season. So there will probably be um, less less inventory in the marketplace just because of the time of year that it is. So let's go in here to we talked about closed sales. Let's go to days on the market. The middle days on the market, or the median, is 26 days. So it went from 29 in January to 26 days. However, so you could probably say, okay, well, if I put my house on the market, it'll be on the market for these many days. All right. But the average is 46. So, and the median, again, the median here, that's the middle, like the middle range, but the average, when you average it all out, it's about 46 days. So we're almost looking at like a month and a half of some properties, a great number of property, average number of properties being on the market before they actually close. Now, something I've started to looking at, how many showings, and this is for people who actually have homes for sale or thinking about selling their homes. The average shows the pending is 22. So if you're thinking about doing a for sale by owner, you're going to need to show your home about 22 times before you can get a contract. That's an average. That doesn't happen to everybody. That's an average. And same thing if you're listed with an agent. These are the stats that you're looking at. 22 showings. The median for that is 15. All right, 15. That's the middle number, and sometimes it doesn't even take longer than that. So there it is, good people. Those are the pricing, the supply and demand. We're talking about economics. I showed you all some trends. If I would say this too, if you're looking to put your house on the market for sale, make sure you have your house the best condition as possible. When I'm looking at houses this week with a client, and so some of the houses that we saw over the past few weeks, and this is always going to be the case, every home is not going to be in tip-top condition. But if you're competing against homes that have a great curb appeal, they got the hedges done, no leaves, we're getting ready to go into spring right here in Atlanta. It's actually spring all over the place here, flowers blooming and everything. You want to make your house look inviting. Make it look inviting. If you can afford to do some paint, touch-up paint around the house, repair. Wood is one of the ugliest things on the house when it's in disrepair, but it's one of the cheapest things to fix on the house. So, if you got rotting wood and stuff like that that's visible, seek to get that kind of stuff replaced. Declutter the house, move some things to the garage if you have to. So because you want your buyers to have a nice experience coming to the house, coming to your house if you're listing the house for sale. If it's hard to open doors, things are stuck behind doors, the doors can't open properly. All of that has an effect on your buyers. So you want them to have like the best experience possible. Now, that's for sellers. Seller tips, buyer tips. What does this mean for you? We talked about the interest rate, and for months I've been saying about the decrease in the purchasing power. However, what we're starting to see here too in Atlanta, even though your purchasing power has decreased, people are still making multiple offers. And if, again, going to buyers and sellers, if the house is in a curb appeal is good, the house is inviting, it's clutter free, it may smell like fresh paint because you painted in there, vacuum, just decluttered the home, those are going to typically sell faster, and there'll be a lot more competition for buyers to take a serious look at those houses. Because if it's cluttered, you may need carpet, things of that nature. That's going to turn buyers off. So again, people are still buying and selling. If you want to sell fast, then you need to make sure your house is competing with other houses on the market, and you need to make sure your house is in the best light. So consult a real estate agent, about it. They're not saying that you have to list it with them. However, but you should find out what you need to do. Get a professional advice on what you should do to get your home sold fast. Buyer, take an educated educated agent with you, someone who knows what to look for in the house and what things could possibly be a problem for you going down the road. Talking about like the structure of the house and things of that nature. You're gonna get the house inspected, but some things you can kind of rule out early on with the house. Okay, so I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, make sure you like this video. Definitely subscribe to the channel. I surely appreciate all of my subscribers. The subscriber count is growing. I'm ecstatic about that. And people have been following me. You guys have been sticking in here with me, and I really appreciate it. I want to continue to bring value to you guys. And so what do you think about the market? What's happening in the marketplace right now? How is that affecting your decision to buy or sell? Because as you see some of these trends, a lot of people are on the price, but it's just gonna, especially here in Atlanta, it's just gonna keep trending up. January 2021 goes up, boom, and then it goes up again. So we have this wave, and it's happening. And so we're going to continue to have this wave throughout the year. It just depends on what you want and what you need to do for you and your family. All right, so, and I'd love to help you out with that. I am currently accepting clients, and reach out to me. My information is all over the video in the description. You can definitely reach out to me, and I'd love to talk to you about your real estate needs. So once again, Carlton Lewis signing out. Have a great day. Peace.